Hello traders, this is DAX recap video for Wednesday, January the 30th. In front of us is the chart with the zones that was adjusted for today. This chart was posted before the open, and in my morning notes I have prepared us for the possibilities today. Slower market theme can continue because there is too many information for market participants to process. FOMC statement due to be released at 8 p.m. Central European time. Then Siemens was reporting, then in US a bunch of big companies in the pre-market, Microsoft and Facebook and other good-sized companies in the aftermarket. So a lot of news, a lot of earning releases, and market participants really would not make a big move going into the unknown. Then that means that markets are going to be ranging, and that markets then tends to make false breaks, and we were prepared for that. Since market tends to make false breaks, that again can be our entries targeting next zone or other reference, and that was exactly what happened today, and there were our chances. Now this is a 15-minute chart now, and the pre-market high was made at like 4:15. Pre-market low was made here at 8 a.m. Let's go down to the smaller time frames to observe price action there. So in the pre-market session, this Monday low zone was already tested 2 times, here at 240-45 and here at 8, with the lower test than this. Now after the open, market immediately starts going down. In the pre-market session there were these 2 pokes toward the previous cash close, which was tested here in the pre-market. Now note that now is regular trading hour is over, it is almost 6 p.m. and previous cash close wasn't tested in the regular trading hour. So this gap here to the previous day cash close isn't filled. This one here is gap from January 24th. This one is not going to be on our charts tomorrow because it was closed an hour and a half ago. And what about opportunities? So as we were prepared in the morning notes, tends to make false breaks, and our entries can be there, and this here was a false break. Market already tested the zone 2 times, so no need at all to be at the top of the zone, at the middle of the zone, or whatever. You could be at the middle or at the back of the zone waiting with your order, or better, even better, to in this kind of environment there is really nothing to miss or to chase, to wait and see what is going to happen. And now we are going to see a false break here, because you know, if you are here with your order, this bull bear zone is very close. This is nothing for DAX to make like a 15-20 points to this zone. And better to observe here. And when the market made this move, and it was obvious that this is a false breakdown, and this was our long here, with the closing near these spikes here. So you know, nothing to write home about. That's like a 25 point trade, at best 30 points. I did this for 25, and it was our first trade. Second trade, also long trade, was the first test of the bull bear zone here. And if you draw another line, you will observe that this was yesterday low inside of the bull bear zone, and you can see that the yesterday low was tested to the point. This is something that is, you know, very common to see. A test of the previous day low and then a reaction. We had those kind of trades yesterday and in the previous days. But this one here was really not a reaction that you would like to see, because it was going and going, and you should really be very patient for this trade. I mean, it was looking like this, so it was, you know, looking pretty good, this bounce, and now
2 inches later.
You wait, and then it starts to come back to you.
A few moments later.
And it is going again to the upside. Now you think, oh, now it's going to, I will close it here, but it's going again to the downside.
One eternity later.
And when you have this final move, until you had this final move and observe this, you could already had some other, things like this to help you to close this trade, to not await that much, because this is not good. Market is balancing here inside this zone, and from here it can roll over to the downside, it can go to the upside hard, to the downside. You don't know what is going to be. And it was a hard move to the downside, which was induced by the news of one of the DAX components, this one, Wirecard. It was more than 18% down. And at the same time, while it was 18+% down, S&P was going up all the time. And it was a clear divergence between DAX and the S&P, and the news about that company was, provided us a good entry here. Knowing what caused this move, or not knowing what caused this move, it's, the same. If you knew about the Wirecard or not, you have a present here. Market is testing bottom edge of the bull flag and bottom line of the zone. And no matter how this move looks, if the market is going again to test the bull bear zone, which is one of the main zones for us today, for the second test, you will move your order to the downside or wait to see what is going on, because if it is some very bad news for for DAX, for Germany, for some bigger component, for Europe, for whatever, it would be a breakdown. Market will just go to the downside. You won't get this stopping on the technical level. You have a stopping, market stopped on the technical level, on the bull flag line and on the bottom of the zone. Now you observe. In this time, this is 5-minute charts, look at this. Market was being there more than half an hour. So it was plenty of time for you to find out what's happening. Oh, it is some component of DAX causing this move, so it's nothing much. It's not the alien attack. It's just one component of DAX having some issues, problems, whatever. You don't care what it is, only you care that you have an entry point for your day trade here, and as you prepared in morning notes, targeting next zone or other reference. From here you target this next zone and pre-market low, and there you go. You had another trade. I personally took this one and this one, not this one in the middle. I was doing something else. So even in this kind of environment, very slow, good location, your only true source of trading edge. And you saw my trade, so you know it is doable. That is all for this video. I wish you good trading and good day.